Hey, Maria here with another video. It's like 3:20 p.m. July 12th. The time is going by really fast, even though, I've got, I'm always in this little mood of mine, but I would say, it's amazing how time flies. But anyway, I was thinking not about gang stalking for once, okay? I was actually thinking about summer, and how I have my favorite seasons. Okay, I think most people who know me know I like autumn, and then a little bit of winter. Okay, I don't like winter too much because well, it's really cold and it's very dreary outside, and I can't get into that. But autumn is very colorful, and the weather is just like, you don't have to put the air conditioner on, you don't need your heater on. It's just this crisp weather, that you could take advantage of, and it feels really good. And so that's my favorite time. So summer has always been for me, um, a dreadful time, because I don't like being hot, and I don't like, being thirsty all the time, and I really hate the air conditioning, the electric bill during this time of the year. Whether I was a TI scraping by for money or not, it's just not a good time. But I was thinking about, when I was a kid, how much summer was really cool. Like, I remember when you were a little kid, and the bell rings at the last day of school, and the kids all start screaming because they're so happy, And, it's not that my summers were, like, really eventful or anything. It was just a time where, like, I didn't have to deal with bullying, for one thing, which made me feel great. And then I remember doing arts and crafts at, the Parks and Recreation years ago, and I used to love doing that. And then, of course, watching endless amounts of cheesy Hanna-Barbera cartoons, that weren't funny or even clever when I really think about it. Because when I think about all the different Hanna-Barbera characters, they are all similar and based off other cartoon shows that they produced. So I never really thought those were very brilliant. But I do remember, summertime and like playing, baseball in the backyard, and with just about anything. Because we couldn't use like regular softball or baseball. We had them, but we were in this confined space that if we hit the ball over the fence, my family was worried about breaking a neighbor's window. So we had to use a big wad of aluminum foil oftentimes, okay? And that was fine, because we got by, But we had to improvise, because we didn't have like this huge backyard. We had a very, confined space, and like I said, if that ball was to hit somebody's window, well, it would be all hell to pay, right? It would just be a fix of a window, but I guess when your parents get angry over everything that you do, and they did, of course, you're kind of you're walking on, eggshells, I guess. But anyway, I remember, like, the summer outfits that my mom would make me wear. Some of them I thought were cute, like when I was little. I remember my mom would do my hair up for the 4th of July. Any holiday that was going on, I would have, like, my hair that reflected. And then, of course, sometimes she would put me in cute little outfits, like for Valentine's Day. I was always dressed a little frilly for, the holidays in general. Like my mom would put red and green ribbons in my hair a lot of times for Christmas, whatever. And I used to like those little clicky balls, those things that you put in your hair that look like little globes. I remember those, Summer was cool in some ways, I remember, I don't know, there used to be this park by my house, and I just remember laughing about, like, the sliding board, because back then they were made of metal. If you were wearing a pair of shorts or a dress and you went down the slide, you were in for a serious scorch, okay? Which is kind of funny. I don't know why people thought so backwards back then, like, didn't they realize, did they have the kind of plastic they have today? I don't know. Maybe they did, and they just didn't think about making a slide out of it. And it's a possibility. But anyway, yeah, summertime. I remember, like, being out in the sun a lot when I was a kid. Like, I would say, I personally have this suspicion or this theory that kids don't realize it's hot outside until some adult comes and shatters their illusion that, It's not hot. Like, I used to, like, when I was 3, I can remember playing in the sun all day long. You know, even if it's like scorching hot, you know. And then as I got older, I remember taking note about everybody complaining about how hot it is. And then all of a sudden, it seems like when I was, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7, then it was like I could hardly stand being out in the sun for very long. You know what I mean? I would ride my bike or whatever. But if it got too hot, I would come in the house, you know. It's kind of weird how, you know, you start thinking about stuff like that. You know, I used to like catching bugs, you know, and with my brother, and yeah, they're all assholes, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, I remember, you know, just having fun in the summertime. And now I'm an adult, you know, and summer's pretty much the same every day, you know, because there's really not much to look forward to the older you get. You know, it's just like, okay, you know, it's like, you got the same routine during the summer than you're going to have in the winter, spring. You might have a different time slots, but it's pretty much the same routine, you know. Yeah, I miss summer days, you know, when I was a kid. Now summer's just nothing to me than high electric bill and excess amounts of water. That's all it is to me. Anyway, I just wanted to make this video because I was in the mood to talk, and I'm just sitting here with nothing to do, twiddling my thumbs and thinking about stuff, you know. And just thought I'd make a video that was not necessarily gang stalking related, which is kind of a big deal for me because God knows I talk about that subject enough. But I did go to the dollar store today, and then I also went to the dollar store yesterday. And as you know, I love crafts, love making crafts. I don't always use them, but I do like working with them and making them. So I was at the dollar store yesterday, and I was buying something. I was there out of necessity, okay? I know that I went and got something out of necessity there, okay? Because it's not usually in my schedule to sit here and go to the dollar store in the middle of the week. Sometimes it is, but, you know, but whatever. Anyway, I was there, and I had seen this video on YouTube about how they're using a certain trim, you know, for arts and crafts, and they did this beautiful wall hanging, and I thought, you know what, I'd like to try that. Now, mind you, I think they probably got their ribbon at, or they call it diamond wrap at Michael's, probably. But as I was out the checkout at the Dollar Tree, I noticed they had this thing, right? And I kept thinking, this is stuff I saw in that demo, that video. And I thought, okay, you know, I'm going to go ahead and try some. Now, I don't think mine is as nice as the one that I saw over at, that was demonstrated in the video. But still, you know, it's got, you know, the little diamonds and stuff. And what you do is you use it as a trim, and then you can actually cut it to fit its size. And I thought, okay, that's a good idea. I will try to make something like that. Will I do with it? I don't know. So, you know, people are like, oh, sell your crafts, sell your crafts. Well, you know, that's all very well and good. I wouldn't mind selling them on donation basis only, but I don't think they're like that great to sell for like large amounts of money. But I enjoy making crafts. I do. You know, I'm like, there's nothing else to do. So I'm starting to pick up a little bit on my crafts. I started something yesterday, and I'm going to have to run out and get some navy blue thread. I'm going to have to replenish some of my threads, okay, because I need more primary colors. And yeah, I like working with primary colors a lot. And because I like making things that look childish, you know, it's cute, you know. And I know primary colors are always big when you're a little kid, so. But yeah, I went there and I was happy to find that. So that if I don't like working with it, at least I know I only spent $1 instead of going to Michael's and paying for God knows how much for it. I don't like using a lot of too many gems on felt arts and crafts because it looks, I don't know if you remember this product, okay, but it was one of those products that they advertise in the middle of the night, you know, for things that you would never ever think to buy. So anyway, remember the Bedazzler? I mean, I thought, well, I cringed when I saw that commercial. I thought, oh God, you know, why would somebody want that? I can't stand rhinestones and stuff like that. I can't stand that kind of stuff. I don't, you know, and I like a lot of vintage clothing, but that rhinestones and shit like that, I cannot deal with rhinestones. I can't. But sometimes they look cute if they are positioned well and they're not overly clustered. So I do have a lot of like little, what do you call it, gems. But there's a difference between like the cheap looking ones and the ones that look like something like the Bedazzler thing, okay? And I can't deal with that. But anyway, yeah, I'm just rambling on. You know, it's a summer day. you know, and I'm just trying to reminisce a little bit and think about how I liked it when I was a kid now. The contrast, you know, but then again, a lot has changed since, you know, the summertime. I was also thinking about how I used to think it was really cool back then. My dad would go to the commissary and like fill up on a bunch of ice creams, like, I don't know, Klondike bars, Heath bars, popsicles, and, you know, all this ice cream, you know. And it was like almost, why did I even want to bother with the ice cream man, you know? But I think the ice cream man was kind of magical to me in a way. He was like this guy that sold a bunch of stale ice cream that nobody really wanted. I thought their ice cream was stale, okay, because I could tell the difference between fresh and stale. Okay, now I don't know how the ice cream men here sell things. I've never bought ice cream from the ice cream man here, but growing up when I was a kid, a lot of times they would try to pass this off, you know, and I was just, well, you know, I was just happy to buy something from the ice cream man, you know. I was a little kid, you know, but yeah, anyway, summertime. I'm sure you have wonderful memories of your summer, and maybe you should do a video about it. You know, I like talking about things like that. You know, it's kind of funny. You know, you look back and you think, man, you know, I wish I would have done more, you know, taken advantage of things more when I was a kid. You know, now I'm just like, oh my God, there's really nothing to do, you know? It's pretty crappy. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video. I hope you all have a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of your year. Bye-bye.